All right. We are talking about ascension symptoms and how can you find relief. I remember it was the middle of 2017. I remember being informed that Ascension would begin September 1st, and I was like, okay, sounds good. And I didn't entirely know what to expect. Um, and then time went by and I said, so what am I to expect? Like, what is this ascension process going to be like? And you know, the main thing that came through was a lot of light, a lot of high vibrational frequency, and it was going to come through my chakras. And I said, which chakras is it going to come through? And I was informed it would come through my crown primarily, my heart chakra, and my solar, where your belly button is. So those three main chakras would get lit up and opened and expanded, and a lot of energy would start to pool through those chakras. And I said, okay, sounds good. I didn't know what to expect. I didn't have anything to gauge it by, right? So September 1st comes along, and I'm like, well. It came in so strong through my solar chakra that I felt like I had the flu. It was that intense. So immediately I asked, could you please ease this back, please, because it's a little too much energy and I'm feeling quite nauseous. So you can ask. You can ask if you don't like something, let them know. Okay? Don't sit there and just go, oh, well, this is happening. Okay? If something's off, if you're, even if you're having a lot of nightmares, if you're having a lot of dreams that are not comfortable for you, whatever it is, you can make it very clear. Now, some of us have signed up for certain things in this lifetime before we came in. So you can ask away, but if you've signed up for whatever may be the case, you may not get any resolution from that because that is meant for your growth and it's a learning experience. Sometimes it sucks, okay? But there is a lot of growth to be had. There's a lot of growth in downtimes. There's a lot of growth in suffering. There's a lot of growth in pain. And I have experienced enough on my own 2 feet to know that. And what it teaches me is to hold steady, okay? Hold calm in the eye of the storm as much as you can. And it teaches you to go within. And how long do you want to go on this path for? So then you can make that decision to move in the direction that feels better, bit by bit, getting relief, asking questions, doing research, learning how to connect with your team so that you can find the answers, going and finding people that can connect you to your team so you can find answers, so you can start feeling better. So that's my motto in life. Somebody else might have a different motto, but that's mine. All right. So some of the ascension symptoms that come along with ascension is anchoring the light. We're getting waves of high vibrational frequency permeating the planet and everybody upon her back. And the main three chakras is, like I've described, where the energy starts to come in, but some may experience it with all of their chakras. Some may experience it more intensely than others. It all depends on what you are ready for. They're not going to give you more than what you're capable of handling. And if it's uncomfortable, so if you have ascension symptoms that are coming on really intensively, you can ask for the energy to step back and ease up. If that doesn't happen, because as I move deeper onto this path of ascension, I find that I'm asking, but it's not really easing off. So then I'm thinking, okay, well, obviously this light needs to anchor here. So what else am I going to do about it? Well, how am I going to get relief from ascension symptoms? Because nobody wants to go along with ascension symptoms for super long periods of time. Ascension symptoms can come on with these waves, and they can go for, in the beginning, a day or two. And then as you move along, it can go for 5 to 7 days. Um, so depending on where you are on the path of ascension is determining uh, what your ascension symptoms feel like. How open you are, how open your chakras are, can also determine that, because then you're going to receive um, more energy coming into your vessel. So let's look at how you can find relief from ascension symptoms. All right. So you've got a lot of energy and it's coming in, and it's coming in through your crown chakra. So some of the ascension symptoms that you may get from that is lightheadedness, headaches, chronic migraines. Uh, you feel very dizzy. You got a lot of head pressure. That can lead to, some fatigue, sleeping, resting, napping often. Maybe take a day off from work if need be. If you have a lot of energy coming in through your chest, through your heart chakra, you've got your heart starts to pick up, your heart starts to pound more, your body's kind of going into a little bit of a fight or flight mode because it's not quite sure what is happening. You may feel like you're having a little mini panic attack. You might feel like your chest is tightening up. Um, you might maybe have some labored breath for a little time. Coming in through your solar chakra is just straight nausea, and that can vary from a little bit to extreme. So when you have these waves of energy anchoring in your vessel, you may feel like you don't want to eat very much, or if you are eating, it has to be very light foods, nothing heavy. And that is as the food being lighter, like salads, protein shakes, but also higher in vibrational foods. So anything that's super heavy or dense or chemical processed, your body won't want that over time, because as you shift and raise in vibrational frequency within your vessel, these types of foods will no longer be a vibrational match. But we all know some of us like to buck against the current and keep rowing up that stream. So it might take some time for you to decide, okay, I'm not going to eat this food anymore because my energy sinks. I feel nauseous and I don't feel good, and I feel very drained and tired. So you might have to buck the current a little longer before you make these changes. Now, other ascension symptoms that you might get are itchy, hot pockets on the skin. You might get really hot at night, tossing, turning for no reason. Your mind's racing because you've got a lot of energy that's coming into your vessel. So you're super alert, you're super awake. You may not be able to sleep very well. Other stages are you're anchoring a lot of light and you're getting a lot of ascension symptoms and you feel very tired. So it's either one or the other. That's what I've found, anyways. Uh, Other things that happen are, for me, I'm getting itchy hot pockets, but I also get like a few bumps, I think, which come with the heat. Now, this isn't something that I'm only noticing myself. I asked this question up on my group Intuitive Angel Messages on Facebook, or on my business page, Kristin Davies on Facebook, or on my Instagram, Kristin Davies Medium. I'll ask these questions and I actually see quite a few people. We're talking like 30 to 50 all having similar symptoms at the same time. So what can you do to get relief from these ascension symptoms? Okay. Number one is going outside into nature. A lot of us don't go outdoors any longer, so that is a high recommendation to go out into nature. This isn't just coming from me, this is coming from the repeated request of the earth herself, and my team of angels. They tell me this when I really need to get outdoors. It's time to go out. And I lean on a tree. The tree will wash its energy over me from head to toe. You might feel some pressure and some energy just sweeping. So if you have any excess energy and you're just having a hard time, the tree will help to anchor you to the earth. The earth will help to anchor you as well. Any moment at any given day, if you're in an office and you can't get outside, you can ask the earth, can you please ground me? And you can ask her to, help you with these ascension symptoms. You can have rose quartz. This comes from the angels as well. Palm sized, nice big chunk. Not polished is best. Has more energy. And how you can tell how much crystal has energy is you just close your eyes, hold it, and you can feel the energy running down into your arm. And if it's really strong and there's a lot of energy in a crystal, you'll feel it full throttle through your arm, straight down to your elbow, if not further up. But over time, you can drain them. So you may need to replace them, or you can place them out under a full moon. I like to replace mine personally because I drain them pretty good. So where do we put this when you're in an office space and you can't get outdoors and you've got ascension symptoms and you need relief? You put it right down on your lap near your pelvic bone. Why? Because your root chakra is right there in between your legs. Then you have your sacral chakra, which is right there just above your pubic bone. And then you have your solar chakra, which is where your belly button is. This beauty will open those chakras, clear them out of any heaviness, and will help ground you. Okay? You can also wear rose quartz necklace, but really having this down by your root chakra, that is what was recommended to me, and it worked like a charm in the beginning. As you move along on ascension, you need more intensive grounding techniques, okay? Because you're anchoring more light. And if you find yourself already not very grounded as an individual, your mind's racing, you just can't quite feel like you're in your vessel. There's no balance and there's no calm. Maybe there's not as much sleep. Okay, you go, go, go in life. Then you really, 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 really need to ground. Himalayan pink salt lamp, big one, as big as you can. Plug it in. That really helps to lift the vibrational frequency in your home and helps to clear the energy. And I love it. Very grounding. And then, of course, we have plants indoors. Okay, that's also very grounding. Crystals indoors. The 3 types of crystals that the angels have recommended when I've asked are rose quartz, okay, rose quartz, amethyst, okay, and then we have clear quartz, clear. What is the #1 fan favorite pick if you guys were to choose? Again, they've said this to me before, I'm just double checking. It is rose quartz. Rose quartz. High vibrational, helps to clear out your chakras of any density, helps them function better, helps to ground you. My angel saying, an all-around great crystal. I agree. It's my fan favorite too, and I've tried many. She recommends it, and it's my favorite. So other ways of grounding. Exercise, getting your body moving, going out for a walk at night, going to the gym is very grounding. And going out into nature, out by a body of water, if you can go by a lake or the ocean is what they highly recommend. If you can't do that, and say you're in a high rise and you can't get outdoors, you can focus on a salt foot bath. Put your feet in the little bath and use salt water, okay? Also having a bath with Epsom salts or salts is also very grounding. Or if you're having a shower, you're rubbing on a salt scrub, also very grounding. So these are the techniques that I use in order to help myself with Ascension symptoms. I've heard from others that they are also getting great relief. The number one I recommend, you've heard me say this time and time again, is going outdoors and leaning your back against a tree. Sit at the base of the tree, lean your back there for 5 to 10 minutes. You will get great relief. Some people have aches and pains in their body that come along with the heat of Ascension, a lot of heat and aches and pains in different parts of their bodies. What I've found is if you go outdoors and lean on that tree for 5-10 minutes, the pain drops significantly. The tree has helped to transmute that excess energy and you feel a lot better, a lot better. Eating high vibrational foods, rooted vegetables, vegetables that have grown right in the earth are very grounding. If you're hopped up daily on a lot of caffeine and sugar, that's the opposite of grounding. So it's all up to each of us as to what we choose to place in our vessels. I'm just informing everybody as to what has worked for me. And definitely, if you try like more of a rooted vegetable diet, a whole food diet, try it for a week. See if you get relief. See if you feel better. And then, of course, the last thing I'll recommend is EFT tapping. You can find many videos on YouTube to show you how to use EFT tapping. When the body is in that fight or flight mode and you're anchoring a lot of light, you can use the tapping to help your body relax and to allow the inflow of this vibrational frequency into your body. It's okay. You can relax. You can just let this flow in. It will continue to flow irregardless. Once you're on the path of awakening, then you may move on to the path of ascension. And I really hope that all of these techniques have helped you get relief from ascension symptoms. Have a wonderful day, everybody. Bye.